interview today, and the host asked me, what do I expect in Palatine from the Tea Partiers? I said I expect 4 things. Tens of signs, hundreds of people, blue skies, and sunshine, and we got all 4. God bless you, Palatine. Tell me, how many of you think that Illinois is running well? The record's unblemished. Chicago Democrats, they're decimating our state. We're 48th in job growth, yet we're a high-tax state. We're 36th in education, yet our children commit the most violent crime in the country. Over the course of last year, abortions hit a 10-year high in Illinois. They're not rare and they're not safe. Our veterinary clinics are regulated to a greater degree than our abortion clinics. We're 3rd in the nation in gambling. Last year we lost 700 manufacturers, and over the course of the last 10 years, 750,000 people left our state. Chicago Democrats,
Too bad they weren't illegal aliens.
You are the modern day redcoats. Tell me, if state government asks for and spends more of your tax dollars, will that solve our problems? No. If state government spends more of our tax dollars, will that solve our problems? No. I've got a better solution. Show us our money. Over the course of the last 9 years, $500 billion has been taxed and spent by state government in Illinois. Speaker Madigan, open up your books. Show us where our tax dollars are being spent. Speaker Madigan, open the books. Speaker Madigan, open up the books. Speaker Madigan is against a forensic audit of state spending. And 2 weeks ago, House Republicans, Leader Tom Cross, 24 Republican co-sponsors, introduced a resolution to forensic audit state spending all the way back to the year 2003, through Blagojevich and through Quinn. If you have a disgraced leader in business, and if he leaves your company, the first thing that you do is you sweep the books clean. Speaker Madigan, open up the books. What is Speaker Madigan hiding? Well, in the year 2009, the Illinois Tollway Authority misaccounted for $150 million. A forensic audit would audit and find every dime of that. In the year 2007, on the Chicago Dan Ryan Reconstruction Project, it came in on time, but over budget. $375 million over budget. And the Better Government Association filed a Freedom of Information Act request, just wanting to know a list of the contractors and subcontractors that worked on the project, and they were told, go away, that list does not exist. Since 2005, $1.3 million of your money and my money has been spent on a security firm to guard the 3rd airport at Palatine. It's a cornfield. Speaker Madigan, open the books, Speaker Madigan. Show us where our tax dollars are being spent. This is not a partisan idea. In the year 2004, a Democratic governor in Kansas, she saved her taxpayers $1.1 billion. Time magazine said that the forensic audit was such a good idea, it named her one of the top 5 governors in the country that year. A Democrat in Texas, another governor, saved her taxpayers $8 billion. Speaker Madigan, don't make this partisan. Speaker Madigan, show us where our tax dollars are being spent. Here in Illinois, it's quite simply a choice between the tax eaters and the taxpayers. I throw in with the taxpayers. We're working hard, raising our families, building our businesses. We need the simple respect of seeing where our money is being spent. Now, here in Illinois, I think we're at a crossroads financially. There's been one family that has been in Springfield for the last 20 years, and it's the Madigans. And Michael Madigan has come out against the forensic audit of state spending. He says that it costs too much. Michael Madigan, you cost too much. Over the course of the last 20 years, we racked up $120 billion worth of long-term liabilities. We're #1 in the country in pension debt, and our state budget is $13 billion underwater. Speaker Madigan, you cost too much. We need to stop Governor Quinn's tax hike. Local and state government tax and spend $70 billion a year. We're only a state of 13 million people. The public sector in Illinois is literally cannibalizing the private sector. Speaker Madigan, open the books! We need to end public corruption in Illinois. The FBI arresting Agent Blagojevich said, and I quote, "If Illinois is not #1 in the country in corruption, it's sure one hell of a competitor." Speaker Madigan, open the books! We need to save the taxpayers' money. Even the liberal professor at the University of Illinois at Chicago, Dick Simpson, says that 5% of all state spending is waste, fraud, corruption, and abuse. That's $2.5 billion while we're cutting teachers and cutting state troopers. Speaker Madigan, open the books! Now, 2 weeks ago, we got good news. A forensic audit of Medicaid spending passed the Illinois House unanimously. No Chicago Democrats, no Republicans voted for the very good anti-fraud measure to forensic audit Medicaid. But I just want to point out, Speaker Madigan has no problem investigating fraud if he's auditing doctors, hospitals, and the poor. Speaker Madigan, open up your books. In the waning days of my campaign for governor, the former president of Poland, Lech Walesa, came into Chicago, and at the Union League Club, he told the following story. And Lech Walesa is not only the former president of Poland, he's the founder of Solidarity. He won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1983. He earned his Nobel Peace Prize. He told the following story. He said, in the early days of Solidarity, nobody gave them a chance. It was an impossible task to end communism on a peaceful basis. Because if you added up the tanks and the airplanes and the machine guns of the communists, they didn't have a chance. But the naysayers missed an important fact. They had stronger principles and they had stronger values than the communists. We have stronger principles and we have stronger values than the Chicago patronage Democrats.